Okay, hi everybody. Hope you're doing great today. Sorry you weren't here yesterday, so you missed what we did on arithmetic sequences. That's these crazy things here. So I'm going to take you through this, and then you can pick up with everything else that we need to do as class goes on. We'll have a couple different kinds of sequences this year. A sequence is really just a group of numbers, right, or a set of numbers. We have two kinds of sequences, arithmetic and geometric. Today we are just going to deal with arithmetic sequences. And we know we have an arithmetic sequence right here if we have a common difference, right? Difference, of course, means subtraction, and we represent the common difference with little letter of the alphabet D. All right, so let's hop right in here and do some of these problems. And these are things that we've seen before. I will have you take a quick note here. There is a formula right here that we will come back and use here in just a little bit. And you'll see me, I write our formula just a little bit differently than how they write it. I'll have A1 plus, and then I like to put the D over here, but it really means the same thing if we had it to the right of the parentheses as opposed to the left. But anyway, I'll come back to that here in a little bit. So first off, again, these are kinds of questions we've seen before. So number one, we just need to figure out, is this a sequence, right? Is it an arithmetic sequence? Yay or nay? Well, I want to just figure out, does it have a common difference? If it does, then it's going to be arithmetic. To figure out little letter of the alphabet D, take the second term and subtract the first term from it, right? Or you could take the third term and subtract the second term from it. So here, 5 minus 1, that gives me 4. 9 minus 5, also 4. 13 minus 9 is 4, just like 17 minus 13 is 4. So yes, all right, this one is. And we could even go so far as to say the difference here is 4. What about number 2? Here's our sequence of numbers. The first term is 8, the second term is 4, the third term is 0, the fourth term is negative 4. Well, 4 minus 8 is negative 4. 0 minus 4, also negative 4. Negative 4 minus 0 is negative 4, and negative 8 minus negative 4 is also negative 4. So yeah, we're okay if we have a common difference that is a negative number. So again, yes it is, we have a common difference of negative 4. Take a look at number 3. What do you think there? Do we have a common difference? 3 minus 1, 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. I can stop right here because those two numbers obviously are not the same. So no, those ones will not be. All right, next 3 terms. So this is kind of, we won't do this as much, right? But let's figure out the next 3 terms. So first thing, figure out, is there a common difference? So 13 minus 9, 17 minus 13, 21 minus 17, 25 minus 21. Yes, we get a difference of 4. So this means 29 and 33 and 37. Right, there's your next 3 terms. Right, what about number 5? Do we have a common difference here? We do. It's negative 4. What would my next 3 terms be? All right, there they are. And number 6, common difference. What is it? Looks like 6. So my next 3 terms: 53, 59, 65. Okay? All right, here we go. Now we get into some good algebra here. So it says, write an equation for the nth term of each sequence. Well, this is where we are going to have to use that crazy formula from above, right? Which was the a to the n equals a1 plus d times the quantity n minus 1. Okay? Well, an, right, that's just the nth term, okay, that we're going to figure out. A1, this is the first term, right? Like Here the first term is 9. Here the first term is 1. The first term is 8. The first term is 4. All right, D, this is your common difference. That's hopefully that's becoming more familiar. And then this expression n minus 1, this helps me figure out the starting point of these equations or functions. And n is just the term number that we're going to find. So term number, right, we're finding. I know I'm writing everywhere. I apologize. Okay. So if I want to use this formula here, an equals a1 plus d n minus 1, I only need to figure out two things. What's your first term? What's your common difference? The formula will do the rest for me. All right? So take a look here. Right? I'll zoom in a little bit. And I would say we have a common difference of 2. Do I know what the first term is? Yes, I do. It's 1. So now we replace our formula, so it looks like this. So the nth term is equal to the first term, 1, plus the common difference of 2 times the quantity n minus 1. All right, distributive property says this should look like 1 plus 2n minus 2. And then we can further simplify to say 2n minus 1. So here's your function or your equation for the nth term. So basically what that does is, let's say you want to figure out the 1,000th term in this sequence. Okay, great. Well, the 1,000th term, so a, right, the 1,000th term is equal to 2 times, well, again, this n and this n are the same. They're 1,000. Subtract 1. So this means 2 times 1,000 is 2,000. 2,000 minus 1 is 1,999. All right? We can also use this to check to see if our equation is right. So in other words, I know the second number in the sequence is 2. So if I plug a 2 in, just where I plugged in a 1,000, right? If I plug a 2 in here, I better get a 3. So that says, hey, the second term, right, is equal to 3. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So yeah, this one works. Okay. Let's take a look at number 8. Again, find your common difference. What is it? What is it? I think it's negative 3. Your formula does the rest. Okay, a1 plus the difference n minus 1. Here we go. So the first term is negative 1. And then instead of adding a negative number, I'm just going to say, hey, minus 3 n minus 1. Go ahead and distribute. So it's negative 3n plus 3. And simplify to get your formula. Negative 3n plus 2. There we go. All right, one more to do. Find your common difference first. What do you think that is? I'll say negative 5. And go ahead and use your formula. So the first term is negative 4. Your difference is negative 5. N minus 1 just stays put. All right, negative 5n plus 5. Simplify, and you're good to go. So negative 5n plus 1. All right, so there we have it. So there's our first page of notes on arithmetic sequences. Not too bad, not too tough. And really, honestly, these aren't. You just got to take your time, slow down, and go through them. So flip over. Let's look at the second page of notes, and we'll go through these. We got some word problems and graphs in here. Okay. So let's take a look at number 1. So we're knitting, and again, these aren't hard. We just got to do some reading, okay, on here. So Sarah learns to knit, all right. Then she measures the length of her scarf. She figures out, hey, it's 13 inches on this day, then it's 15 and a half, and now it's 18. So it says write a function to represent the sequence. So What's the sequence, though? It never gave me one. Well, it did. It's the three numbers that I underlined. The first term was 13. The second term was 15 and a half. And the last term, or the third term, I should say, is 18. So we can do just what we did a second ago. Find the common difference. So difference is 2.5. And now we can use our formula. The first term is 13. The difference is 2.5. Okay, let's simplify, or actually distribute first here. So this is plus 2.5n minus 2.5. And our formula for the nth term is just 2.5n plus 10.5. There we go. The next problem, a little bit more tricky. Okay. First thing it wants me to do, well, we've got to write a function and we've got to graph it. All right. So, in other words, if we had an x and y table, all right, and if we read through the problem, it says, okay, we're going to pour water into cups at a football game. So we start, and we have a pitcher that has 64 ounces of water, right, when I begin. After I fill 8 cups, the pitcher is empty. So, x is our number of cups, right, that we have. So if I have 0 cups, right, or I've filled 0 cups, how much water do we have in our pitcher? Well, we have 64 ounces. After I fill 1 cup, how much water do we have? Or 2, or 3. These are also, right, on the x value here of our graph, we have the term number that we're after. So the first term, the second term, the third term. Well, I know all the way down here at 8 cups, I finally get down to 0. All right, so I need to figure out basically what numbers go here, right, what numbers go here, what number goes here. So see if you can't figure that out. Think what we need to do. Remember, we're putting the same amount of water in each cup. So if it took us 8 cups to get rid of 64 ounces of water, that means in each glass, right, we had 8 ounces of water. So we lost 8 ounces, so this should be, what, 56? Then this will be 48, and this will be 40. Okay. So now we can do just about everything we need. One, I'd say let's go ahead and graph it right now. So 0 and 64, and it looks just like this. All right. Perfect. So there's letter B. And letter A, write a function to represent the sequence. So here we go. So the nth term is equal to, right, first term plus difference n minus 1. All right. So the first term is, this is a bear trap, kiddos. The first term is right here, right? The first term is not 64, right? The first term is really 56. What's your difference here? Your difference is, be careful, negative 8. All right? So let's distribute negative 8n plus 8. And let's simplify. And this turns into, bam, there we go. Okay, so that's a little bit of what you missed yesterday. Again, arithmetic sequences, not too crazy challenging. Slow down, take your time. Slow down, take your time, okay? I'm going to leave you here. So we've got tons of practice that we can do. We've got practice from our notes. We've got practice that's online. So I would say let's go ahead and you can work through both of those if you have time, all right? And if you have questions, nicely ask the person that's around you that was here yesterday how to get to the online practice. Again, the solutions to our regular practice are on the website, so don't forget about that. I think that's it, guys. Be on your best behavior. Be good, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, take care.